Good afternoon. I don't know if it's morning or evening where you guys at, but it's close to noon, so I just say good afternoon and Jesus saves. Okay, this video is about business, and the reason I'm naming it business is because that's Georgia. She always do that. I don't care no more. Um, she the twin to Egypt. So go sit down, Georgia. So what I'm trying to say is I have been doing hair like for years inside my house and in a shop called Retouch Hair Graphics, right? Where I was getting my culinary, not culinary, my cosmetology. I've done so much, y'all. My cosmetology um, skills, not skills, but hours. So I got my skills and stuff done at the New Horizons. So let's just make this quick. Well, one of my subscribers, I'm gonna tell you where I messed up at. Okay, I started doing her hair, and it's not good to let everybody know all your skills because if they can use it, they can use it. And I have been doing it all my life, using my skills. Um, I say selling myself short, but I also feel like that I'm using my gifts that God gave me, and I'm doing of service. So a lot of times I do that because I am a kind and I'm a type of person. If I know you and you're around me, I want you to look presentable like I do. I don't want you to look like, why is she hanging with her or him? She done all up, It's the same thing with your kids. You walk around with your hair done all up and your kids' hair nappy. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so one of my subscribers, y'all, the last time I did her hair, be quiet, um, um, Egypt. The last time I did her hair, it was at her aunt's house, and her aunt blessed me and gave me more than I had asked for, a lot more than I asked for. And I had no problem with that, and I just took that blessing because when a person's trying to bless you, a lot of times you don't try to like overturn the blessing because that's something that God told them to do. So I had an appointment set up for her. But the mess up part about it is I was supposed to do her hair after I came from the church. But that Monday, somebody had set my PTSD off. And I said to God, I'm not, I can't deal with nobody else today. And I tried to reframe myself and get myself back. But I just couldn't allow the devil to um, trigger my PTSD again, like he did when I was at the church that Monday when the girl C tried to fight me in front of people that not only my survivors, but people I knew and been knowing like since I've been in Hampton, Virginia. And not only that, what really hurt me was they were trying to make me look bad in front of the group called Sane, so all may eat, and it's at the Baptist First Baptist Church off Wine Street in Hampton, Virginia. So that hurt me the most because they had let me film in their church. They were rooting for me in my YouTube, and then the girl tried to make me look like I was nothing. Okay, that same day I was supposed to do one of my subscribers hair, the same girl that I went to the club with, the same lady that snapped, that did screenshots of me waking early up in the morning and me eating a shrimp. You know, I don't know exactly what's going on. But let me tell y'all something about this. I ended up praying for her. They didn't know they was gonna get prayer from me. She just thought she was gonna get her hair done. I prayed for her and her aunt. We all got in a circle, and God had told me to do it. He led me to do it because she had got sick, and they said they won't nothing wrong with her, but she had symptoms of a stroke. And I know because I work in that field, and I'm a PCA, and I was certified CNA when I was 14 years old at Bonnell, Virginia, but they couldn't find my papers, so I never went back to get my CNA, but I'm still certified. What I'm saying. So the things that she described, and when I saw her and when she was talking to me on the phone, she couldn't talk on the phone and all this stuff. It sounded like she had had a stroke. So she called me that day when I got back from the church. She already had saw me on the live and how they was attacking me, and she was in the live saying, the devil or something, don't let them get to you, and this and this and that. And so she called me about, I say about 30, 40 minutes after I, showed people the stuff I got from the church or something like that on the live or something when I got back to the house. And then she said, my aunt want to know, is you ready to do my hair? Because she took off or something and she been gone all day. I mean, she been off all day and her time is precious. And not only that, my aunt is 78 years old. She had already saw what happened to me at that church. She already knew I was at my house doing my lives because this is my business. YouTube is going to pay me a lot more than $40. Do you get what I'm saying, y'all? And the hairdos that I do and stuff for her, it's $100 and some dollars, $200 in the shop. You get what I'm saying? So when she said that to me, it's like she didn't care about what I had experienced at that church. And she already know that I have PTSD. And she didn't even give me a time enough to get myself together. So I had told her, I said, I'll do it later on, you know what I'm saying, or either tomorrow. And she said, well, my aunt is 78 years old and this and this and that. And I'm like, oh my God. This is the same aunt, y'all. She told me that she's trying to get away from. Make it make sense, So I'm like, when I say business is my business. Like I'm doing hair. I'm doing YouTube in hopes of getting monetized. So I won't have to do all these half a jobs. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say half a job. I'm saying getting underpaid. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm certified. You know, I'm getting older. And then you're doing hair, you're standing on your feet constantly. You have to stand on your feet constantly doing social media. What am I doing now? Sitting down running my mouth, right? But when I'm doing people's hair, I am praying for them while I'm doing their hair, running my mouth, standing up for hours. You get what I'm saying? So for someone to put themselves in front of me and knowing that I'm the one, why would you want somebody that had just got stressed out to do your hair anyway? And then the thing about when I'm doing your hair, you always, ow, 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 excuse me, ow, 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 you know. And then I chose not to do it because I know I had already been frustrated. And I know that the devil was trying to win. And I wasn't going to let what them people did to me at that church. And then come and let him do it the third time. I know how it works. It works in dominoes. That's how it works. Whether it's negative stuff that's happening to you or positive, it'll start off like this and then it goes like dominoes. And I'm talking about like if somebody take one domino, you stacking your dominoes, and somebody take one domino down and then all of them start falling. Well, that's what happens with positive and negative energy. It depends on which one you choose. So I was like, and that's why I basically got up here to let y'all know, to my subscribers, it's okay, to befriend me on social media, but I find that if it's somebody that live in your town and they follow you or they close to you on social media or watching your every move, sometimes I think that don't mix. And then if you're doing their hair too, because they can find a reason to get mad at you and then unsubscribe from you or don't call you or tell somebody else something bad about you to get them to unsubscribe or get them to make them think, y'all know how the devil work, right? So that's what I'm saying. So I basically take social media, this platform right here. I love talking about Jesus and talking about God, but at the end of the day, still, it's who's gonna feed me, who's gonna help me buy supplies and hair supplies and things to do hair. If I choose to continue to do hair, if I choose to open up a hair studio or something like that, You know, you still messing with the bread. You know, this still a business. YouTube is a business. Coming a partner with them is a business. You know, I don't know how to even um, react to some of this stuff. And then I got another subscriber, this guy from New York. You know, he gets in my chat and he wants me to come get him my undivided attention, where I got other people that subscribe to me that's talking too. I can't do that. And to me, it make me seem like you're from Scotland and you're from Canada, because they did the same thing. They were using me so I could keep saying their name, so people's name would get stuck in their head, and so they would follow them on their YouTube channel that they were building. And he's already a YouTuber, so I'm like, make it make sense. Are you just acting like you want to befriend me or want to date me? Are you really obsessed with me? Or you're doing that same thing that Scotland and Canada people did, you know, using me for um, taking advantage of me, using me for your gain, you know. Basically, at the end of the day, like I said, it's a business, you know, and yeah. But you know what? The devil is a liar, y'all. Because when I went over there and prayed for them that day, the last time I did her hair, she got healed. In the prayer, the three of us praying and holding hands, she got healed. Within a week, she called back. She didn't have a slurry, she was talking like, you know, she didn't have that. She was talking her normal voice again. She was happy. She had come back in my chat and started talking to me. And she said her aunt wouldn't even let her look at me on the YouTube. She had to wait till her son get home to do it when she couldn't use her hands and her mouth, y'all. You know, to me, I think her aunt got in her head. Somebody got in her head, because that's not the way she reacts. But I know that women do tend to sometimes, well, most of the time, get jealous one another. I never had that problem, y'all. I'm just sorry. I never had a problem with envy. And I thank God that I don't have that problem with envy. I think because God has made me so gifted and skillful, and instead of me being envious of somebody or some, I'll be trying to do something for them, like do their hair, cook something, share my gifts and stuff. I I never like really been jealous, even down to people that got husbands. I'm not jealous of them, but I don't like them to throw it in my face. Like you trying to make it like you seem like you're better than me, because I'm not gonna marry anybody, y'all. I'm very good at knowing what's and who is good for me. You know, it's because I guess because I have a lot of self discipline, and I had a relationship with God ever since I was 3, and I know red flags, and I know I don't like deal with certain attitudes. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how good your sex is. I am that type of person that I know me. Am I gonna get married with somebody that I could be with, tied into them the rest of my life? And another thing, if you don't have a relationship with God and love God more than you love me and yourself, you won't be having no ring or getting married to me, because I done had plenty of engagement rings, okay, plenty promise rings, plenty diamonds and gold, you know, you name it, you know. I'm just the type, I know what's best for me, and I know who's good for me. And if you're not displaying love, and you're not displaying the love of Christ and positive behavior, I just don't want to be around no one, you know, that's not of God. It's just the way I am. I'd rather just be to myself. You know, I don't mind, you know, talking to people on social media, but people are so hateful and envious, you know. They come in all different sizes and colors, and it's weird, you know. And I just wanted to share this with y'all. At the end of the day, it's still a business, and I don't mind getting close to my subscribers slash survivors. It's just it's the end of the days. We're in Revelations, and no one is really to be trusted because in the Bible it said, "Trust no man." God, God, He's the man. Because and I know some people change their minds. I have been close to somebody, a man, and I felt that he wasn't for me, and I ditched him, you know, and went to somebody else, and then ended up that person nearly killing me. So I know how people can change for the good and the bad, and with that, y'all, Jesus saves all the time. Every minute, second of the day, Jesus saves. Okay? Y'all have a good day.